Merritt's golf dreams began early, developing a passion for the game through his father, Mark, who put a club in his hand before he could walk.
He just chased us out to the course as he got to be 2 years old, and his first cut-down golf club was made by my dad at the Joe Stop and Sock, a little driving range, and from there, he just loved the game.
I've always had success playing the game. I think I've won over 100 tournaments. Just growing up playing amateur golf in Idaho, and I don't know if it's second nature, but I just like to win them.
Merritt dominated as an amateur, capturing 21 collegiate tournaments. And during his senior season at Boise State, he won 5 consecutive events, on his way to WAC Player of the Year honors in 2008.
And I played really, really well my senior year, and that's when I first thought that, maybe I can do this as a career. And I told my parents, I'm going to try this pro thing out.
In 2009, Merritt earned his first professional victory on the Web.com Tour at the El Bosque, Mexico Championship.
It was my 11th event. I was able to go down and win in a playoff, and then just kind of set me up to get to final stage of Q-School that year.
3 months later, Merritt entered the final day of the PGA Tour qualifying tournament on cruise control, holding a 3-shot lead.
The biggest challenge is just to make sure that I stay in the same mindset that I've been in for the first 4.5 rounds. It's obviously something's been working, and I want to make sure I do all the same things, and if I can do that, I'll achieve all my goals.
Merritt earned his PGA Tour card, becoming just the 3rd player since 1992 to win the event, going wire to wire.
Troy Merritt wins the PGA Tour qualifying tournament. Then it's meet Dad and Mom.
Unfortunately, Merritt struggled to find his game his rookie year, missing 15 cuts while posting only 1 top 10 finish.
There have been moments where I'm just like, are you sure this is what you want to do? And especially when it gets tough. I'm definitely proud of all of his golf accomplishments, but I think I'm most proud of just how much he's grown through all of it.
Merritt still had a chance to keep his card, sitting 121 on the money list with 72 holes remaining in the season. But on the night before the most important round of his career, he did what came naturally and put his family first.
We don't get a chance to get together that often, so we thought we'd come out here and enjoy ourselves and just kind of relax a little bit.
The extra work on the greens paid off as Merritt went on to fire a bogey-free 567, earning the 125th and final spot.
I never thought that I'd be going down to the very last putt to try and keep my card for next year. And nonetheless, I know that I can do it now if I get in this situation again, and hopefully I can learn from this.
Well, Merritt has bounced back and forth on that road between the PGA Tour and the Web.com Tour. But that will change this season, thanks in part to a hot putter, which led to 21 birdies at the FedEx St. Jude Classic.
What really turned this year was I started making putts starting in Memphis. They always say drive for show and putt for dough, and that's no different on the PGA Tour. I mean, if you're not going to make putts, you're not going to make cuts, and you're not going to have a job. And that's kind of been the key.
When he got that 2nd place in Memphis, that was kind of answered prayer, and it gave us a little more hope into the future, and this is what he's meant to do, and he loves it.
Merritt's career best performance was the springboard he needed to qualify for his first FedEx Cup playoffs, making 6 of his final 7 cuts, including 2 top 20 finishes.
Things are just starting to fall into place. The big mistakes aren't there, the big misses aren't there, and I've kind of started to notice little things that help me to keep the right tempo in my putting stroke, and that's just kind of what happened this summer, and hopefully we can carry it on in the fall and next year.